Changing the reference service paradigm for more effective library services. Cross-training and utilizing pre-professional library staff at the reference desk. A research proposal. Although the new tiered reference model paradigm has worked successfully by cross-training and utilizing pre-professional staff and students, and pre-professional staff have and are still underutilized in some public libraries. It is time to begin training and utilizing and especially pre-professionals in reference service in our public libraries, whose library professionals are just as time compressed and budget limited, if not no more so, as our academic libraries. Therefore, from this research problem, what can public libraries learn from the successes of cross-training and utilizing pre-professionals in reference service from academic libraries? The study describes ways in which academic libraries have changed the reference and information paradigms, allowing for cross-training and utilizing pre-professional library staff to work in academic reference services. The study, using self-administering surveys, will explore the attitudes, perceptions, and feelings of library professionals, pre-professionals, and how the qualitative and quantitative data will determine what public libraries can learn from the successes of cross-training and utilizing pre-professionals in academic libraries. The literature encompassing the study focuses on the importance and successes of cross-training and utilizing pre-professionals in reference services. The study discusses the need for change in the reference service paradigm, currently termed the tiered reference model, and the ways pre-professional library staff have been cross-trained and utilized in academic libraries. It provides the case for cross-training and utilizing and especially pre-professional library staff currently pursuing a master's degree in library and information science. A serious gap in the literature is the very minimal and outdated literature on cross-training and utilizing pre-professionals in public libraries. The gap noted could create many assumptions about the attitudes, perceptions, and feelings of library professionals regarding the paradigm and practice of the tiered reference model. To accomplish the goals of this study, I will use non-probability purposive sampling with a sample population size of less than or equal to 100, with my preference being as close to 100 respondents as possible. The study will utilize the single method of a self-administering mail survey questionnaire with closed and open-ended questions that will be analyzed quantitatively and qualitatively. The rationale for the proposed methodology is twofold. It is exploratory, since I am exploring the methods used in selecting, cross-training, and utilizing pre-professionals. The methodology is descriptive, since I will describe how pre-professionals are cross-trained and utilized in reference service in 3 South Bay Area public library systems in Northern California. The strengths of the mail survey methodology are its feasibility for large-scale population sampling and for researching and measuring the qualitative attitudes, feelings, and perceptions of the units of analysis. The units of analysis for this study are the library professionals, and pre-professional library staff. Another strength of this methodology is that respondents are afforded the confidentiality and freedom to express controversial, deviant, or embarrassing feelings without the fear of ridicule or retaliation from other staff members. While the survey methodology has many strengths, making it ideal for the study, there are some limitations. Creating the surveys can be time-consuming and expensive due to the additional costs of printing and mailing the surveys to the respondents. There is also the potential for misunderstanding questions, answering incorrectly, not answering all the questions, or answering questions inconsistently. Finally, there is the risk of receiving a low or no response rate. When researching human subjects, there are ethical considerations that researchers must follow to minimize the risk of ridicule, retaliation, and other injury to the units of analysis. Ethical practices and assurance of confidentiality for all 3 units of analysis in the sampling population shall be followed at all times. Some questions may cause discomfort to respondents resulting from the potential fear of a breach of confidentiality or negative repercussions as a result of a breach. As mentioned earlier, the survey consists of qualitative and quantitative questions. Each requires different data analysis methods. The qualitative questions will be analyzed by coding the collected data. Variable analysis and memoing the comments are the primary ways qualitative data are analyzed. Qualitative data software with programs such as NVivo 9 or QDA Miner are used to complete analysis of memoized qualitative data. Quantitative data lends itself to statistical analysis, allowing for more accurate trend analysis. The quantitative questions are analyzed by coding the data. The coding facilitates the retrieval of data by position and educational level of the respondents. The number of respondents in each coding unit choosing each answer will be tabulated. Finally, the percentage of respondents selecting each answer will be calculated from the responses. By reading the results of the study and reading research on the successes of academic libraries in cross-training and utilizing para-pre-professionals in reference services, currently known as single-point service desk, library professionals may consider, if not implement, the new tiered reference model paradigm for their libraries. This will reap benefits in 3 ways. In seeing how the local library community approaches and asks questions that para-pre-professionals can answer by cross-training, information professionals will see the paradigm's new value, especially when being called away to carry out critical, managerial, or community outreach functions. Given limited hiring budgets for new library professionals, allowing for cross-training and utilizing of para-pre-professionals in reference service will contribute to a more collaborative relationship between the 2 staffs and thereby provide more effective public service, leading to a satisfied and happier library community. Given these opportunities for cross-training in developing reference public services skills and the support to utilize these skills, the study would not only prove that para-pre-professional staff are very capable of providing accurate information and efficient service, but this paradigm would contribute to higher self-esteem and morale in the general staff environment.